Hello, and welcome back to our SIGNL4 new release series. Today we're going to go over the December 2025 new release and the items included in it. As we can see here, I have loaded up my web portal here on the left and the mobile app on the right, and today we're going to go ahead and focus on both of these. The large portion of our new release is allowing the ability to set scheduled time off inside of the SIGNL4 system, allowing for better scheduling of these times. And your users can set these times off via the mobile app or the web portal, and the admins can also set them for users if that's the route you wish to take. And we're going to go ahead and start here in the web portal. And if I go down to my teams and I select my team, in this case, the IT ops team, and then I go to my shifts and duties, we're going to see that there's a whole new tab now called absences. As well as if I go to the duties tab, there's a button there called Create an Absence, where it will show up here on the calendar as well. And under Absences, I still have the Create Absences, and we'll list out all of the scheduled absences we have for all team members here. Or if I only have the rights to see my own, then I'll see my own absences here instead. So the first thing we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and create an absence. So I'm going to go ahead and click on the Create Absence button here. And then this is going to bring up a new pop-up window where I get to schedule a absence. And we have a number of different options here. We have your vacation, a business trip. So if you're going somewhere because of work, if you're having a sick day, or if you're taking a personal time off, or if none of those match, we also give you the other option here to schedule these times off. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and schedule myself a vacation. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to give myself the week of Christmas off. So from the 22nd to the 26th, and it is a vacation, and then I'm going to go ahead and select my user, Robert. Once it's done, I click on the Save button, and we'll see that this absence shows up here now, and it shows up for my user, Robert, and it gives me the start and end dates and the type of absence it is, as well as an option to delete it if I need to. If I mistyped an option here, I can go ahead and click inside of this box, and this will bring up the edit option, and I can go ahead and change the type, the user, as well as the start and end dates of this absence if needed. And once that's done, we would just click on the Save button again, and then the updates would show here. From the mobile app, I can actually create and view my own absences here as well, and I do this by clicking on the Settings cog. And then we have a new button here called My Absences. And if I click on this, it's going to load up and show all of my existing absences for my user here. And as we see, I have the same December 22nd through December 26th off here for this user in the mobile app as well as the web portal. And I can go ahead and create a new absence here in the mobile app as well by clicking on the Add button. And from here, I'm going to go ahead and choose this time. I'm going to take a business trip. And this is going to be in January from the 5th through the 7th. Once that is saved, you'll see that we have the new absence that shows up here in the mobile app. And if I refresh the web portal, it'll show up here in the web portal as well, showing where we're both connected here and all the absences we create show up. Next, let me go ahead and do my duties here. And I'm going to switch to the month. And we'll see that we actually show the absences created as well. And we'll see here that the Robert user has a vacation scheduled the week of December from the 22nd through the 26th. And if I go to the January, we also show a business trip for that user from the 5th through the 7th. And this is informational, so I can actually still schedule my user for these times, but it does have the information here letting me know that, hey, this user is scheduled for a business trip during that shift. So if need be, we could set in stand-in easily enough by selecting Bruce, and we're going to choose the 5th, or actually give them all the 7th. So we're going to go till 9 a.m. on the 8th, and we're going to have Bruce stand in, and I click on that save, and boom, we take that business trip section out of the scheduled shift, and we give it over here to another user so that the absence is honored, and we use it for the scheduling purposes here. In addition to this indicator here on the duty screen, if we go back over to our shifts and we go to the same time, so the January 5th, and I take the Robert user and drag him down, you'll actually see that the icons appear on the dates that he has time scheduled off for both the vacation up here for the Christmas week and down here for that business trip. And it even shows the icons. And if you hover over them, what the icons mean, showing you that he had vacation here in December and his business trip down here in January. And that's, again, just an indicator to let you know that that user will be on absences those days for your scheduling. So if you need to put somebody else in on those shifts, you can. The next items we added has to do with setting backups. And what we did here is previously, if the user was a backup, then we would not be able to set them as a stand-in because they were considered already working. And we're going to go ahead and see this in action. So we have a scheduled shift here where we have Robert set as our primary and Peter set as our backup. Now, if I go over to my duties section where we actually see these scheduled shifts here, we're going to say, well, Robert has a doctor's appointment on Monday from noon to 2. So we're going to need Peter to step in there because we don't want to put Bruce in. We already have a backup. That backup is supposed to take over. But we also don't want the alerts to wait for that backup's tier to kick in. We want to push Robert off and push Peter into the primary. So we can now do this here. So by setting stand-in, the person that needs to stand in here is going to be Robert. And then the user to stand in is going to be Peter, who we can select now. So then I'm going to go ahead and choose the 15th from noon for 2 hours. So from noon to 2 for Peter. And we go ahead and save that. And we'll see now that the Peter user is now part of tier 1 during that 2-hour window where Robert is unavailable at, let's say, a doctor's appointment. And then the next option we added actually is in the mobile app, but it is outside of the app itself. It is inside of the operating system. We have officially launched the ability to use Face ID and or biometric login on the mobile app. And when you first update and launch the app, it will ask you if you wish to set up logging in with this Face ID and or biometric login, and it'll walk you through the setup of that, enabling your Face ID and or thumbprint or whatever options you have set up in your mobile phone to use that biometric login for this mobile app, meaning I no longer have to type in my username and password. I can just use my thumbprint or my face picture to log into the app, making it more secure and easier for you. And then the final option we added in this new release is the ability to automatically provision users via SCIM. But this option is still in the beta. And in order for it to be turned on for you, you need to email us at hello@signal4.com with the SCIM beta inside of the title of the email so that we know what it's in reference to and we can enable it for your account. And we want to also make sure that we include the customer ID for that account so we can find it and enable it for you. And that's everything we've added in the release. Thank you and have a good day. Goodbye.